Hello there, and welcome. It's often said that when you want to do new things, you got to find ways to question what you had done before, question your assumptions. You may need to unlearn so many behaviors, relearn some, and then learn some very new ones. And all this bring me to today's topic, which is business etiquette. COVID has done a lot to life and living and business. We've had businesses that have struggled, we have those that are still struggling for life, and we have those that are barely hanging in there, and we have tons that have already gone south. Amazingly, some have also been presented with the opportunity of being able to now go beyond the immediate borders to have new clients, acquire new subsidiaries, and stuff like that. What that therefore has brought upon us is the exposure to different cultures and etiquettes and ways of doing things and doing business. Our topic for today, therefore, is business etiquette. So, really, what is it? It's seen as a guideline of acceptable conduct in a professional setting, whilst being cognizant of culture. The second question, therefore, is so why do we need business etiquette? What's the essence of business etiquette? Really, the more you know about the etiquette of various places that you are going to be interfacing with and exchanging with, the more grace you have, the more refinement you have, and the more confidence that you would have developed that enables you be comfortable to carry on optimally and be productive in the way you do things. So, what are the types of etiquettes that exist? There are tons. But we're going to focus primarily on business etiquette. There are minimum 6-7 types of business etiquette. They include, but are not limited to, the following. 1. Business environment, workplace etiquette. Table and dining manners, professional grooming, communication and connecting, meetings. So now we'll try and dwell a little bit on each of them. In the workplace, we have both internal customers and external customers. It's therefore important that we know how to relate with the two sets of customers. We know how to get the best out of people that we work with. And for those that are external dependencies, we should know how to deal with them in a manner that we get them onto our side of doing things and get them to really team along with us. For example, if you were in the office and someone came to see you, it's accepted that you don't keep the person waiting. Okay, because the minute should have been arranged that prior. If the person walks into your office, you need to stand up to welcome who is come to receive you. Get away from your seat, make the person comfortable, usher them, and give them a chance to sit. And then you sit and get into the business of the day. In some cultures, it's expected that you do some small talk before you get into the nitty-gritty and hard sell that the meeting may involve. For those that work with us, we have to find ways of ensuring that we learn to win the hearts and the minds of our team members. Remember, it's often said that nobody really cares how much you know until they know how much you care. It's important, therefore, to always have this mantra at the back of our minds. People will forget what you did to them. People will forget what you said to them. But it's a lot less possible that people will forget how you made them feel. So the more you make people feel good, the better for you in your business. For many countries outside of Africa, table manners and dining are part of the selection process, especially as you get up to C-level positions where knowledge is taken as a given. And attitude then starts trumping knowledge. People need to see how you conduct yourself at tables, at lunches, and at dinners. They want to see that you don't go when you're invited for a dinner, that you pick, if it's a buffet for example, that you pick the priciest things and load your plate up. That's not the time to show how much you like any kind of food. Take a cue from your host, and please do not order things that are pricier than what your host is ordering. Also remember that it's just a business lunch, and you're going to have to get out of the lunch and then also maybe get into the office to be able to do business. So keep away from such foods as fish meals that have eggs in them, and keep away from African soups that have a lot of veggies in them. You don't want veggies getting stuck in your teeth. And in a meeting, when people are laughing, you think they are laughing with you instead of laughing at you. And you also don't want to have fish and then get into a closed whisper during a meeting. That can be very off-putting. So these are a few things that you have to pick about table manners, and of course, know how to keep your cutlery and be polite to the people that come to attend to you. We live in a digital world where communication is the way life is right now. Okay, so emails, social media, telephone are extremely fundamental. Your tonality, whether you write or you talk, is important. You don't yell at people. The content of what you're communicating is also important. Emails, don't use all caps. Social media, please be mindful of what you say out there, because the internet never forgets. And don't forget that there's hardly a distinction between your private life and your official life. People think they overlap. So you got to be careful how what you're doing may be seen and may impact your work performance. Please, before you call people, if you must call them, try and ask, send a little note to say, when is a good time to call you? That way, the person is the one that gives you a specific time. Give them options. And when you call, still ask, is this a good time to call you? Is this a good time to talk? Are you free to talk? The person will then say, oh yeah. So that way you're showing how polite you are. You're showing respect for that person's time. And please keep it short, because person has other things to do as well. We talked about meeting etiquette. Please, outside of work, people still have lives. And therefore, meetings should be scheduled in such a manner that it still gives people time to spend with their loved ones, quality of time. So let's not schedule meetings in people's downtime. Even when meetings are scheduled, let's attend punctually, find out what the agenda of the meeting is, read it up if there's a need for you to really participate. That way you are contributing to the quality of the conversation. Like I said, being punctual is a mark of respect, not just of you, but of the other parties. You're showing that you care about them enough to be sure that they're not wasting their time. Don't give excuses that your time is important, so is theirs. So please, punctuality is essential, especially when you're dealing with people of different cultures. And at certain meetings, business cards are exchanged when the meetings are physical, face-to-face, not virtual. Okay, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of virtual meetings. In some cultures, like a Japanese culture to be specific, if someone gives you a business card, please show some reverence. Grab it with both hands. Spend some time looking at information on the business card before you put it in your pocket. It shows the person you really care and have shown respect for the person. When you're offered, say, a drink, if it's an Italian in business or in an Italian setting, try and accept the cappuccino or whatever it is you offered. Just a little bit of it. It shows you're welcoming and accepting of the people and you're trusting in them as well. In meetings that are virtual, let's learn not to rehash what other people have said. Be respectful and mindful of people's times. These are a few nitty-gritties that have to do with etiquette. It's not very polite when you're in a virtual meeting, say a Zoom meeting or Microsoft Teams meeting and all of that, and you're hearing in the background babies crying or someone eating, even if it's just an audio and you're not seeing the person. You can tell the sound, which reminds me of some very, very sad situation that we read about a week ago, or was it two? A top-notch lawyer in the US was caught in an inappropriate behavior, thinking his camera was off after a Zoom meeting. Let's be mindful of things like that. So, in a nutshell, as businesses expand, those are going to be interfacing with people of different cultures and different nationalities that come with their respective idiosyncrasies and etiquettes. Let's be cognizant of universal etiquettes and be able to produce them in the ways that we do business. I thank you for listening to me today. I'm mindful of your time, so I'm not going to stay too long. I'll ask you to please check the other podcasts we have on this YouTube channel. You just check Carnegie Innovative Solutions. That's our YouTube channel, and it pops up and you can then go through it. Please take time to subscribe and let your friends and family and other associates subscribe as well. We have a Twitter account, it's Carnegie Solutions. We are on Facebook, Carnegie_Solutions. On Instagram, it's Carnegie_Solutions1. We have a website, www.carnegie-solutions.com. Thank you, and my love to your families. Remember, COVID is real. Let's stay safe. Let's stay aware. Thank you. Bye now.